I've always made education my top priority. I've always thought that was so important. We're dealing with the future of our country, with our children. It's so important. I came from a family of a mother taught school. My dad served on a school board, and I've got brothers that served on this board over here at Cumberland University. However, at this time, due to the situation on the federal level, to me, the most important thing out there is jobs today. I have young people that call me that are graduating most every week, several, graduating from a university and they can't get a job. A lot of them are just looking for a place to work, just somewhere to get a job. I think that's so important. About the fall of 2006, I was made aware that CCA was looking in the Middle Tennessee area to build a prison, to locate a prison. So I called out Burton Hills, where their corporate headquarters, and went out to see Mr. John Ferguson, who used to be the Commissioner of Finance of the state of Tennessee at one time that I knew personally, and suggested that they look at Hartsville, Tennessee for that prison. To me, that county needed some sort of economic help. I was real happy when that was decided to do that. It'll create some 350 jobs. All of the jobs will be in Trowell County. Some of them will be here, some from Smith, some from Nashville, Sumner, all around. And also, it'll double the value of the property in that county. And being a private institution like it is, it will pay property taxes, which will help them tremendously over there. Also, over the years, I've been involved in a lot of the distributions that centers that have come here, a lot of the industry for many, many years. And the racetrack, when that happened, I had some legislation to aid that. But it's interesting to me, when all of those people come in, one of the first things they ask you about is education. So education is number two, and that was hard, putting it number two. But to me, we fully funded the BEP program. I've supported the pre-K program, the lottery scholarship program. After we had the referendum and the people said they wanted the lottery, I felt like that we had to do the best we could with that, and I think we have. We provided education for a lot of young people that obviously otherwise wouldn't have gotten that. Number three on that list is agriculture. And the reason I was so interested in that, especially on the ag enhancement grants, we'd have to go every year to the Commissioner of Finance and the Governor to get an appropriation to fund those. And since we've been, and that's a long story about the phase one and phase two tobacco program after we had the master buyout for the tobacco, the state of Tennessee's received like $1.5 billion from that program. All we've ever gotten for agriculture out of that has been $11 million. The governor at that time decided to put all that money in the general fund. That's where it's still going. Every year we get about $140 to $150 million. When the cigarette tax thing came along, and we knew that was going to pass, that was going for education, I put an amendment on that bill for $21 million to go for ag enhancement. And I'm proud of that vote, because we've gone back and done something to help the farmers in our area. My district is largely agricultural area. Agriculture is the number one interest in the state. It's the number one interest in most of our counties. And we've been able to do some things to elevate agriculture, and we need to do more. When so many of those small counties had lost their sugar plants, their cheese plants, those things had moved out. But we had that industry of agriculture still out there. And what we were trying to do is do some things to help that. And I think we have. I think you're going to see a lot in the future from those programs. The other two, 4 and 5, pretty well together. Talk about the gas prices. Tennessee put in some money to the University of Tennessee a couple of years ago to begin to develop a program using switchgrass to make an alternative fuel. I don't think anything will take the place of oil, but I think it'll be a series of different things that could do that. The federal government put some money into the National Oak Ridge Laboratory to help with that program. They broke ground here down in Mono a couple of days ago, or last week maybe it was,